I am here with the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs. And, sir, tonight you see action in the squared circle against Mr. Eric Wright.
Mr. Kelly, after my crushing loss to Danny Duggan for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship, all I can do is work my way back up the ladder, right? That's all I can do. All I can do is defeat Remy Marcel last week. All I can do is beat Mr. Eric Wright tonight, right? That's all I can do. And you'll see me do that. Okay? I'll work my way back up the ladder.
All he can do is coming up on PDX TV.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in tonight at 192 pounds, the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
Well, he was victorious last week, and he said, all I can do is work my way back to the top. He wants Danny Duggan. He wants that championship belt. And Jimmy Jacobs, well, he's going to earn it. He's going to earn that opportunity. At least that's what he says tonight against the gentleman brawler, Eric Wright.
All I can do. It's all I can do.
And his opponent, from Cambridge, Massachusetts, weighing in tonight at 220 pounds, he is the gentleman brawler, Eric Wright.
The king of old school, the gentleman brawler, Eric Wright, shaking hands. Always the gentleman. What's going on right now? He's going to say hello.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
My goodness.
Eric Wright's
He's got a twin.
fan.
Wow. Great mustaches think alike, I guess.
Oh,
and a souvenir as always.
Speaking of great mustaches.
For our ringside fans, who gets the mustache today? Yeah. All right, looking good.
Look at that. I've never seen a cuter girl with a better mustache.
Well, that's great. Eric Wright's coming out here commiserating with the fans, but he better get his mind on the task at hand right now, because he's got a man that's focused, that is driven, that is determined to be heavyweight champion here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, Jimmy Jacobs. Have you noticed, since Jimmy Jacobs made his entrance, he hasn't moved?
No.
His expression hasn't changed. He's sitting there like a vulture, just praying.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there and he's waiting for the right moment. As soon as his prey is prepared, he will swoop down and attack it. Eric Wright says he's ready, but Jimmy Jacobs does this on his time, on his way. But the gentleman brawler, he's a gentleman, Joe B, and he's looking for a good, clean match consisting of holds, counter holds, reversals, and maybe a few fisticuffs.
The gentleman and the princess, but don't sell the princess short. Jimmy Jacobs is a man, as we've recounted numerous times here on the West Coast Wrestling Connection, an international star for top promotions throughout the world. But he's made a home here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. And when you're an athlete the caliber of Jimmy Jacobs, there can really only be one goal, and that is to be the top man, and that means you have to have the heavyweight championship belt.
That's right, the West Coast Wrestling Connection Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship, to be specific. He has been, Jimmy Jacobs wants nothing to do with shaking hands. Eric Wright, the 21st century catch wrestler, doing all he can to just be a gentleman, but you know, a gentleman will only brook so much disrespect.
Jimmy Jacobs says, I'm not a gentleman, I'm a fighter. Hit me. He's saying, just hit me.
Come on. And Eric Wright, he's conflicted. He's getting upset. He'd like to, but he likes to feel he's a bit more of a gentleman than that. Oh, but Jimmy Jacobs gets it
Jimmy
done.
Jacobs obliges. He says, if you won't do it, I'll do it for you.
Well, he said it himself. He's no gentleman.
He's never claimed to be, though, to his credit, has Jimmy Jacobs. He's a wrestler. He's a fighter. He's, of all things, a zombie princess, but he wants to be, what he wants to be more than anything is champion.
Well, Jimmy Jacobs has his eye on the prize. He's got his eyes on Danny Duggan and the WCWC Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Eric Wright, though, he is going to show there's more than one way to skin a cat as he goes up there all the way over. Well done. And Jimmy Jacobs, so impressed. But speaking of Danny Duggan, Joe B, we're going to see him in our main event tonight.
We are. Danny Duggan teams up with Jeremy Blanchard against, well, I don't know if he's a part of the Wrecking Crew or not. That's Ricky Mandel, but we do know Grappler 3 is going to be there.
That's
so the
right.
Wrecking Crew against Jeremy Blanchard and Danny Duggan.
And you know whether he's in the back, whether he's ringside, whether he goes out and buys a ticket and sits in the seats. Jimmy Jacobs is going to be watching that match closely.
Now look at this. Eric Wright refuses, and in fairness, closed fists, you're not supposed to use them in professional wrestling. He refuses to do it. But if he won't do it, Jimmy Jacobs will absolutely seize the opportunity in that. Again, that's like a tornado snap suplex, one of his signature maneuvers.
Oh, ouch!
For
Right to
Zombie
the
Princess Jimmy Jacobs. Now he says, shake my hand, gentlemen.
Yeah, do it now after he breaks all of his fingers.
Wow. The gentleman and the princess. This is no fairy tale, though.
No.
This is professional wrestling, the West Coast Wrestling Connection. And Jimmy Jacobs, well, he didn't come here to be a gentleman. He really didn't come here to be a princess. He came here to be a wrestler, and he's very good at that.
He came here to be a champion, Jovi.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it. And as he said it many times, it's all he can do. He has gladly taken on the likes of Remy Marcel, Eric Wright, and anyone else that he has to get in the ring one more time with Danny Duggan, the Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion.
Looks like a variation of the old Cobra Clutch there. A submission maneuver that you can wear your opponent down, but it looks like Eric Wright able to work his way out of it. Short arm clothesline, though, for Jimmy Jacobs keeps the match in his favor.
Eric Wright very slow getting back up. That Cobra Clutch clearly has done its damage. Oh, and Jimmy Jacobs showing what a princess he can be.
Yeah, he
with
said,
a nice
I'm no gentleman, I'm a princess.
Yeah.
Look, I've watched a lot of Cinderella and Mulan and all those other things. This is like no princess I've ever seen. I don't know about you, brother.
You're not going to see him in the animated summer blockbuster.
I'd love to see him sing Let It Go, though.
I think that would be quite
an
money for
accomplishment. You ask him. I'm not doing it.
You know, I'm sure we can find somebody right there, maybe on Twitter. If somebody wants to ask Jimmy Jacobs to sing Let It Go, well, I'll be happy to retweet and favorite that for you.
No, I mean, it seems to me that Jimmy J, look at that!
Whoa.
A right hand from Eric Wright. He was trying to get the fight out of Eric Wright, and he did just that. And now here comes the gentleman brawler. He's a gentleman no more, and he's dropping Jimmy Jacobs with a big right hand. He wanted to bring the fight out of Eric Wright. Well, mission accomplished.
He wanted to take the 21st century instead of just a catch, and now he's got it. Eric Wright throwing those right forearms, throwing the right fists when he has to, and right now Jimmy Jacobs, he's a victim in the corner as the gentleman brawler shows him what brawling is all about.
Exactly. He's a gentleman, but he's also a brawler. And if you want to fight Jimmy Jacobs, don't worry. Eric Wright will be happy to oblige you. Could this be it? Could this be the gentleman strangler? The sleeper hold. Here it comes. This is the finisher for Eric Wright, the gentleman strangler. Let's see if he can bring him down. Oh! Jawbreaker from Jimmy Jacobs. Springboard. Look out. Oh! What was that?
All the way over, brings it back up. He didn't quite catch all of it. Headbutt.
That was an incredible shot by Jimmy Jacobs. Now headbutts.
There we go.
Off the,
There, he got it.
Second time. Is he going to do it again? No, he's not going to do it again, is he?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Right now, he's got himself
twice with that move.
He's perching right now and watching.
He's just
Eric
sitting there, waiting for his moment. And there it is. Jimmy Jacobs nails the spear. 2. That's it. A great attempt by the gentleman brawler, but not enough.
Winner of the match, the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
He says, what else can I do? What else can he do? Well, I don't know what else he can do because right now Jimmy Jacobs is red hot in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. I've got to imagine we're going to see him soon in yet another championship match.
I completely agree. And like I said, we've got Danny Duggan in our main event teaming up with Jeremy Blanchard. Jimmy Jacobs will be closely watching that matchup, Jovi. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We've got the Fro coming up very shortly. Ricky Mandel and Grappler 3 run out. Grapplers slowly bringing him back. Danny Duggan checking on Jeremy Blanchard.
Now, hold on.
Oh, wait, is that
what's going on here?
Jimmy Jacobs.
What is going on now? Danny Duggan got the victory for Jeremy Blanchard, but
Danny needs to watch out behind him.
What is going on here? Jimmy Jacobs wearing some sort of mask, and unbeknownst to Danny Duggan, is sizing up the heavyweight champion. Look at this. Is it going to...
And the stare down half. Look at the intensity.
Folks, I can guarantee we have not seen the last of these two men. The mind games continue from the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs. Thank you for joining us, folks, right here on the West Coast Wrestling Connection. We will see you next week.